I wanted Jordans, and my mom didn't want to buy it for me because it was for boys. I had to get the pink ones, the purple ones, the Nikes, whatever, the chanclas. Hey everyone, it's Jenny, and I'm gonna have Anthony here eating some fruit just so that he's not trying to get the camera or anything. So I might sound a little bit off because my nose is stuffed and I can just hear it that I'm not sounding myself. So anyways, today I'm gonna be doing a kind of different video. I don't think I've ever seen a video like this on YouTube before, and it's kind of like a controversial, I don't know, there's a lot of topics that people might argue about or whatever, but this is just me. There are 5 things that I would do differently than my mom. She's the one that raised me. And so number 1 is I will give my kids more freedom as individuals. That's kind of confusing when you hear it just like that, but my mom, since there's 4 of us, 2 boys and 2 girls, she will always say, if you're gonna go somewhere, all of you guys have to go, or if one of you go, you have to take the other, like every single time one of us had wanted to go out, we had to take somewhere else. Like it was like if I got an invitation to a party, and this has happened a lot of times, if I got an invitation to a party and they were like, oh, you just go, usually the one that got invited goes, she's like, no, take your little sister. Or if my brother, no, take your brother, take your sister, And I think I would give them more freedom as individuals, because I am planning having more than one, but I don't want to make it a toll for them to be carrying their siblings around all the time. So that's my number 1. My number 1, not because this is the most important, just because it's the first one on the list. Number 2, I won't be so gender specific. That means when I was growing up and the Game Boy came out, I couldn't get one because it was for boys. And then once the DSi came out, I did get one, but I had to be in pink. And then the games that I got, it had to be Cooking Mama, like fashion games, all these things that are for girls, So if I wanted Mario Kart, I couldn't get it because it was for boys. The same thing goes with shoes, shirts, clothes, anything. If it was blue, black, gray, green, whatever, it was for boys. I want to get some, when you're like in your early tween or teenage years and you want like the Jordans, you want this, you want that. And so I wanted Jordans, and my mom didn't want to buy it for me because it was for boys. I had to get the pink ones, the purple ones, the Nikes, whatever, the chanclas. And so now I didn't like that when I was growing up, so I would take my own money and I'll buy my own shoes, and that's how that was. But I would not be like that for my kids, because that's like affecting their childhood. Like, they can't be who they want to be, So number 3, I won't baptize my babies, and I'm always studying. That's why I'm always going like this. I won't baptize my babies just because I don't feel like babies, obviously babies don't understand what baptism is. So we are Christian, and he didn't get baptized, but he did get blessed or bendecido or presented to God, and I think that's enough. Like, he doesn't need to be baptized. I think a lot of people that do baptize their kids or feel that want to baptize their kids is not because of the religious understanding. It's because of they get to dress up their kids up in all white, they get to make a party and this and that, they get to choose 2 people that will be in their lives forever, and that's just not the point of baptism. This is not like a whole like religious speak or anything, but he doesn't even understand what like food means. Like, I don't know, he's just too young to even understand what God is. So once he grows up and he learns and he decides that he wants to be baptized, then he can do that. But he's in the hands of God. It's okay. Number 4, I think, is I would teach all my kids how to cook and clean. This goes kind of the same as like gender specific. Growing up, I was always the one that was supposed to cook, to clean, to, you know, that's what a woman or a girl is supposed to do. And I hated that. I hated that because if my mom wasn't here, my brothers were hungry, they'd be like, Jenny, you know. I would teach all my kids to cook and clean because I feel like it's something that both genders need to know equally. It shouldn't be taught on just girls or women. It has to be for both of them. Like, even like to this point where like even now as like a wife and a mother, it's okay. Like I feel fine, but when you're growing up, that I feel like it's the same thing as like taking away from the kids' childhood, making them clean and cook and do everything that all of them are supposed to contribute to. Like, you know, chores are supposed to be for the whole family, all the siblings, and not just the girls. So that's what I grew up with, how I grew up. And that's not how I'm gonna raise my kids. Like, this Anthony is gonna be a chef. He's gonna know how to cook good. Anyways, the last one might be the most controversial, might be the most argued about. It definitely is in my family because it's like going against all tradition and it's whatever. Like, it's just a lot of people don't agree with it, but this is my little man. This came out of me, and I can decide what I want to do with him, what I want to feed him, what I want to put on him, whatever. So the last one, number 5, is I would raise my kids vegetarian. I would say vegan, but we always have slips up here. We want a pizza, we want a pupusa, whatever, and you know, those have cheese obviously. I do it because it's healthier. Like, I have a lot of people, like my sister and my mom, they're hugely against it. They're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, he has to eat meat, he has to drink milk, he needs it for his bones, he's growing, this and that. And I'm just like, the only thing I can say is educate yourselves. Educate where your food is coming from, where your meat is coming from, where your dairy is coming from. Educate how they're being grown, what's putting in them, you know, and what you're getting, because it's not all just like before times when they like milk the cows and then you got your milk. Like, it's not that way anymore. Like, mostly here in the United States, it's hugely like tempered with, like, everything is just so like it's just so like messed up. Like, it's not any way near the way it used to be 100 years ago when things were like grown in your backyard or whatever. But anyways, this is not like go vegan, go vegetarian, right? Like, I'm not saying that. Like, each person to their own, but exactly why I would do to my own. So yeah, so that's just my. Come on, meet it like this. So so that's my 5 things I would do differently than my parents. And so yeah, I hope you like this video. If you want to redo this and make this your own, you know, make this a tag or whatever, do it. Like, have fun and record if you want, you know, tag me in it, send me a message, a comment, put a comment, you know, hey, I did the same video. Do it. Like, I want to see how families like change, like how you let go of some traditions and adapt new ones, and I want to see, like, I'm curious in that. Anyways, let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like it and all that stuff. So just like and subscribe if you like me and Anthony, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.